What's up? We back. We doing it again. Let's send it. Game audio is working. My mic is working. Nothing is not working. Let's get it. Alright, when we last left off, we absolutely crushed it for an entire day. It was just an absolute drubbing, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know who I'm drubbing here. The house. This guy thinks he can trick me with puzzles, so I beat him. I don't know. We'll cut that one out. We'll cut that one out. Okay. So we start with 70 steps now because we got the apple orchard. Plus 20 steps. And let's see what we can do today. I don't really know what exactly we're aiming for, so I think we're just going to kind of send it for now. I don't mind just starting with the storeroom over on this side. Just having a good dead end. Bunch of money. Key. Gem. Let's start by going outside today. We can also get tunnels now, so maybe if I could get a tunnel along one side of the house or something, I could just, like, absolutely blast down to the later ranks. Do-do-do, la-da-da. What do we have here? A shrine. I have $10. I could get another blessing. That seems pretty good, especially since our last one just ran out. This is probably a good long-term investment. I'm interested in what money can get me, though. Like, right now, I've tried giving it 5 coins. Maybe this time we'll give it 6. Right? Ah, we got another gardener blessing. That goes hard. I liked it last time. I have no reason not to take it again this time. So, I don't know if the coins will necessarily give you exactly the same one if you give it the same amount or around the same amount. Maybe there's like tiers. But if that is the case, then 5 and 6 are both Blessing of the Gardener. Maybe I should have given a full 10. Or maybe I should have just given 1 or 2. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But now we got a bunch more courtyards. Entrance hall is not considered a hallway. I also definitely don't want 2 dead ends back to back. The courtyard's a little sus because I'm using my gems super early, but... is that a shovel? Wait, no, I don't think it is. Let's go in anyways. Dirt, sledgehammer, we take those still. Dirt. Alright, let's go this way. Fully to the corner. Conservatory. Oh no, you would give that to me right away, wouldn't you? At least we got the breakfast nook and we can get a key for ourselves. But like, man, I would have loved the conservatory. I'm sure we'll see it again though. I'm sure we'll see it again. We get some bacon and eggs. 10 steps and adds morning room to today's draft pool. Austin did mention as much last video. But I don't know what the morning room does, so... We can't do security. We need gems, man. I don't care much for the pantry. That being said, I don't care much for the chapel either. I think I take chapel. I peek. Oh, that's permanently open. Until I want it. That's pretty big, actually. If that stays open until I decide to break it. Because now whenever I decide I need money, I can just head to the chapel. That's big. I like that. Now, gems. I need gems. Chapel can still go straight. I'm going to take the parlor here. This is gems. Alright. This box contains gems. If it's true, it's got gems. The other 2 boxes contain gems. This is necessarily false because we know that the puzzle's rules only allow for 1 box to have gems. So this is necessarily false. All 3 boxes contain gems is also necessarily false. Therefore, this one must be true. Let me get them gems. Yoink, yoink. Alright, feeling better. Now, do I want to backtrack or go forward? Let's go forward. Might as well save some steps where we can. Alrighty, guess we're going across. Because the other two... Like, I feel like I'd rather just... Like, I guess I could use the gem here. But I don't know that I want to. It does allow me to get back out if I need to go outside a little bit faster. I can save a couple steps running around through the parlor courtyard entrance hall. But I don't know how worth it that is. Obviously, we're not doing the pantry because I would like to continue this game. So maybe another courtyard could be the I should save my gems. I really should. There are so many good rooms in the house now. I don't feel like it's smart to do anything else. Secret passage leads to a room of your choice. No. I will take, however, a den. It is a little bit weird placement, but we do get a gem. And I've got a hammer, so if I ever see any of those little crates, I can just, you know, just a little... Morning room has 2 gems, start with 2 gems tomorrow, but I'm now stuck going to the chapel, which, to be fair, isn't a bad thing necessarily, right? Like, I can do that. The hallway closet's not adjacent to a... Yeah, let's do the morning room. I think that's a good way to get myself something ready for tomorrow. And then hopefully we can get like a dead-end room of some kind here that's nice. Also, I've never been in the morning room. This was what the bacon and eggs got me. 2 rerolls. Big. Okay. Not sure what to do with that. There's some flowers in these, right? There's like the little flowers, and then there's these bigger flowers. And then this one's got a bunch of big flowers and a bunch of little flowers. Okay. There's my gems. Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. In the blue hours of Wednesday morning, the venerable Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert S. Sinclair, passed away at the ripe age of 73. Okay. So he died... Let's go ahead and write that down. That's important. Died... around November 5th, 1983. Not on November 5th. Actually, not 1983. I don't know why I wrote 1983. Died around November 5th at 73. Esteemed as a pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination to our readers over the years, not least through his popular column, Baron Bafflers. Wrote Baron Bafflers. Now, Baron Bafflers, huh? Which he penned for over a decade. The particulars of the announcement of his successor yesterday has left his devoted followers with one last intrigue to ponder. The reading of his will precipitated a flurry of speculation for his niece and presumptive heir, the much beloved and lamented Mary Matthew Jones, has been missing, presumed deceased, for the past 6 years. Miss Jones, better known to our readers by her pen name Marion Marigold. Okay. Where do we have this written down? Where's Marion Marigold? I know I've written down your name in the past. I know you're the lady who went missing, but where did I end up writing that stuff down? this stuff here. Let me go ahead and move that stuff up here so that I don't have to look for it anymore. Died February 22nd, 1987. Or, sorry, died, in quotation marks, February 22nd, 1987. And then she is the niece of Baron Sinclair. Cool. She wrote The Red Prince, Swimbird. We do have a picture of a bird that looked like it was swimming, although that's about all I know. And A New Clue. Her disappearance remains one of the age's most tragic mysteries. With her whereabouts unknown, it was Marigold's own son, Simon, that's us, a lad of but 14 yeah, okay, our last name is Jones, gotcha. But 14 summers, that's how old we are, who was yesterday named the provisional heir to the Cinca Empire. However, this vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition. Given the Baron's well-known penchant for tests of mettle and wit, it is clear that the young heir from Reddington, distinguished in his own right as last year's county science fair runner-up, faces an extraordinary challenge in the coming weeks. More to follow. We couldn't even win it? Oh, upgrade disc. It's a fucking runner-up in the county science fair. Let's go. Alright, what do you got for me? Coat check. Way off in the corner, but I could claim the car keys. And we have a sledgehammer and an upgrade disc, which would mean if we can't find a computer for some reason today, we could come back here, check the upgrade disc. Which I wouldn't mind doing. Let's do the coat check. Ding dong. Let me retrieve car keys here. Thank you very much. And let me not check anything just yet. Just kind of keep that around for now. Because, you know, we still got rooms to explore. We got rerolls. This ain't running. This run ain't quite ending yet. Not quite yet. It's a shame we don't have a shovel, though. I would like to be digging. Quit taking my money. Fight me. Fight me. Yeah, so I guess until the candles go out, I've got that place lit up nicely. Okay, clearly I don't want either of the two dead ends. Let's go ahead and do West Wing Hall. We've seen this. Clara Epson. Alrighty, let's move down this way. The garage, we did just get this. I would like some keys. This feels like just an excellent pickup right now. Search around for any other goodies laying around on tables and floors. We've seen that before. The handwritten note, third time was underlined. Miss Babbage was messaging him about it, which makes me think Miss Babbage might be innocent, but what do I know? We got the lockpicks and the secret garden key again. And then, I don't know, let me peek in here. I don't think I'll find anything, but maybe there's loot in here too sometimes. Yeah, that's not helpful. Okie dokie! The power's not on, so I can't open the garage door. And I don't see any other goodies. So we ride. I'm being a lot more willing to throw dead ends in part because we have rerolls. Like, I'm okay with hitting a security here, even though Courtyard does split off better, simply because I have an upgrade disc and I know my rerolls can save me if I need them to. Ooh, is that a gem? It is a gem. Alright. Upgrade me. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Love me some upgrades. Gamba. Hallway upgrade. Okay. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3. Hallway has a key. Hallway has a locked trunk, which is like -1 key. And hallway adds an extra hallway to tomorrow's draft pool. So I'm pretty sure I've never seen more than 1 hallway. So I think there's only 1 hallway, like, in the draft pool usually. This would add, like, if I place a hallway, tomorrow there would be the 1 hallway plus an extra one. I guess in theory, if I drafted both, the following day there would be 3, and so on and so forth. I don't hate this. I wonder if it's possible to get too many hallways and just, like, only be seeing hallways, and then you've got a problem, but like, getting a key from a hallway is nice, but you can only get a hallway once. So it's just like, now the hallway also has a key. That is nice. I think it's better than the locked trunk, because the locked trunk requires you either have a hammer or spend a key, which hopefully I don't, like, I'm not always going to have that available to me. A key is always useful. I don't always have a key, though. So I think I will go with the add an extra to the pool, and I'm just going to try to be a little bit careful about how many of those I draft. All right, move on. All right, we still get our courtyard. And I think I am okay with the courtyard there, so. Alrighty. Still no shovels, so these are kind of just worthless to me right now, but maybe we could find one in the future. I'm going to continue going this way. An observatory is a dead end, but I do like observatories. Here's the hallway. Given that the courtyard is going the wrong way, I might hold off and go ahead and just draft the hallway so I have more options for myself. While I'm here, let's also check in here. I'm not against a bedroom. I'm also not against a conference room. It's like smack dab in the middle of my house. Right before, you know, we start branching off again. This is not a bad one. It also doesn't cost me anything. So I'm not going to go there yet, but in theory, being able to spread gems to all the green rooms in your house, right? Like with one of these, like outer, I don't remember what it's called, greenhouse or something, probably. Terrace. We've got a bunch of courtyards in our deck. There's no reason not to go to the terrace. They also have $2. I want to be able to come out here, man. This place is nice. Doesn't look like you should be able to, though, right? Doesn't look like there's, like, it's walled off around the whole outside here. Terrace is big, though. Let's go next. Alrighty. I'm okay with the courtyard. Feels like a good pickup here. Courtyard's great. Lets me get another one of these outer edge ones, and now they don't cost anything to draft, so eventually there's gonna be a fucking shovel in one of these. We got the metal detector. That'll be nice. We'll get a shovel, and we're gonna just go to fucking town on the courtyard and the courtyard and the courtyard. Always do these outer ones first. I like an observatory. Now's as good a time as any, I think, for one of them. Anything good in here besides that? No? Okay. Peekaboo. What's this get me? Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. There's some bad ones mixed in there, but sure. Some of them are nice, some of them not so much. Here we are. More likely to draft green rooms. That's not a bad one. Bedroom kind of loops around. Hallway closet, no thanks. I like a greenhouse. Here we are. We would need the broken lever if we want to do that. But, good news, it saved the water level between days. So there must be a place where, like, these things are stored so that they can actually work between days? Why are we beeping over here? What did I miss? Oh, there's a fucking I'm an idiot. This is just like sticking out of the fucking ground. I definitely would have missed that if I didn't have a, yes, that's what I want, turnips. And if I didn't have a, whatever this thing's called, metal detector. Alright, we're cooking now. Start digging. And I'm sure I'll have to loop back at some point, and when I do, I'll hit up these other courtyards. The terrace doesn't have anything in it, but the courtyard does, and then this one down here does as well, right? A key. Alright. These loot rooms are now nice. Don't seem able to lockpick. I don't think I want a secret garden here. It's not the best place for a secret garden in the first place. It does have split offs. It's like a 3-way, so I know that I'd be safe to take it, I suppose. A 3-way. Come on, man. I don't think this will fit, but I'll try it anyways. Yeah. We unlock normally. Another courtyard. Archives prevents me from seeing all 3. But I do believe we have some information in the archives. File cabinet between 2 shelves with books, in theory, has some information for us. I just don't really like taking it right now and only being able to see 2 of 3 when I'm only like halfway through this run. I'm gonna keep taking courtyards. Oh, brick. Another brick in the wall, eh? Some coins. I like the money. I like the money. Let me in. Let me in. I said, let me in. Rotunda. That's most of my gems. The Great Hall is cool because it would allow me to unlock... Which one is it? The right side, I believe? I don't have a ton of keys, but I do have lockpicks, so I could kind of just like... You know, looking at the cloister from the top down, these trees seem a lot bigger. I wonder if I'm supposed to be looking up to solve the cloister. I still want the Great Hall, though. Then we go through and we just hit every single one of these doors with a lockpick kit. And some of them will have answers for us. In this case, a gem. And the right antechamber door. Not that I really need these, but it does give me a room that I can pass through if I can open multiple sides of it. I'm just gonna be lockpicking all of these where I can. Okay, that one heads through. So that means this one's probably a dead end. And that one has stuff in it. No? No stuff? Oh, stuff. Key just sitting on the ground. Alright, and out the other side. Cannot lockpick here. But you know what I probably can do is insert the secret garden key here. Never mind. Why was that one unlocked? Oh, because I guess technically I already unlocked the door that leads to it. Yeah, give me another courtyard. Fuck it. That looks like a good one. Turn up. Knock, knock. Keys. Very nice. Probably nothing. A shoe. So the metal detector does work through walls, eh? So there's something in this little room here. We'll come back to that, though. I'm sure we'll have to pass through there again. Pantry, secret passage. I like a secret passage here. A secret passage into a green room, right? Seems pretty good. And apparently also there's... Well, I thought there was stuff in here. Apparently not. I don't have enough money to really make use of a commissary, so let's go with the green thumb. Alright, so I have the option to special key here. I think the secret garden would fit here. But I did take this for a green room specifically for this purpose. Like, I'm gonna use the fact that it's a secret passage. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Well, I've already used a lot of them. Or do I courtyard so I have a way around? Might as well take the special one, yeah. Dig, dig, dig. Nothing of interest. Dig, dig, dig. Nothing of interest. Very cool. So many items in this green room. Thank you. I guess I got a gem and I can't be choosy. Oh, it doesn't fit here. Okay. Very well. In we go. Servants' quarters. +1 key for every bedroom in your house. I have currently the servants' quarters, if I were to draft it. But I think the commissary makes sense. This looks a lot like yesterday's run right now, actually. Obviously, I'm not rocking like $85 this time around, but... like, in terms of it being pretty good so far. Oh, I might need to head back to security at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps back to security, because that is locked and I do not have a keycard. But I also don't have the breakers, so I can't get through there regardless. Nothing really on sale that I care about besides like maybe a banana. But why would I buy a banana here? Also, is that more expensive? Yes. The bananas in the kitchen cost 2. The bananas here cost 3. I don't need any of this. So this is an option for us in the future, but we need to head back for now. And while we're heading through here, where is that? It must be coming from over there. It's like, as you go this way, it gets quieter, but it's not loud enough here for it to be the case. So it must just be through here. Let me through. I want whatever loot is in here. 2 keys. Net positive. Let's go this way. Drawing room. I don't really want to lose half my steps, not gonna lie. But a courtyard is probably my best choice here. Drawing room would allow me to reroll and make sure that I get cool stuff. But the courtyard is better positioned with the down and the up. At least in my opinion. I guess we have the Great Hall to go up if we need to. Let's go the drawing room. And while I'm here, let me go ahead and draft this one too. Knock knock. Knock knock. Little pig, little pig. Dining room. Dining room's big. I like that. Because it's already served. And I can go get it whenever. And we have a pivot this way. Okay. Gotta remember the dining room has not yet been eaten from. Oh, you know what? We haven't done 6-4. That's actually where we are right now. Are there paintings in these rooms? Like any of them? No? Oh, here they are. Stage and stag. Okay, it is E. Great. Just further confirming that we did indeed have the right thing, that if we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. Cool. And if someday we get some pictures up in 9.2, I'll go check there as well. For now, drawing room. So, we still don't have enough information about what the fuck is going on here. Maybe the date of a horse race, but we don't really have, like, what do we do with that? Yeah. Okay. And start down here. Freezer. Obviously not. Closet doesn't work. Courtyard does, and it does go the way I want, so I'm gonna pick it. No reason to re-roll if we don't have to. Rotunda costs 3, and you got me fucked up if you think I'm gonna take that. I'm not against redrawing here. I feel like we can get some better value. It is the drawing room, might as well make use of it. Cloister, for sure. There's no downside to it. There's not a lot of upside either, but there's no downside. And it gives me all 4 directions. I see the security door across the way. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go into the courtyard because I see loot. Loot get. Knock knock. Money. I think that was $12. An old rock, an old shoe. Hey, could I... Oh, come on. Let the lockpick work for once. Another courtyard. This time going down. I actually want it to go down a little bit. The gymnasium is curious to me, though. I actually like the gymnasium more, because I've been looking for the breaker box, because the breaker box connects to the gymnasium. You remember when I played, like, Horse for no particular reason, and we heard those weird sounds? I wonder if that has something to do with turning off the lights. That was my thought. I was watching Austin play a run yesterday, and I don't spoil myself, by the way, if he goes into different rooms. So I haven't been spoiled on any of this, but I saw when he was in the breaker room that the gymnasium had a switch, and I was like, oh shit, I hadn't even considered that. So let's go with the gymnasium. I'm okay with losing a couple of steps. I don't intend to walk through here a whole lot anyways. Another fucking door. All right. Oh my god. What? What is with all the security doors? Gotcha. Never mind. Shouldn't have gone in there. My bad. We'll look for the breaker box somewhere else. We're gonna have to go through the dining room soon. Okay, yeah, let's look up here. Is there anything up here we can make use of? Or maybe we need like a specific tool, you know what I mean? Like I can't do a whole lot with car keys or a secret garden key or any of that. Much as I'd like to go in there and start a digging. Now I guess those trees are pretty big. Not sure what to do about that. Bro, what, do they never work? Hey, blowing through my keys. Dark room. can't see the way out, or I archives. Now that we're starting to get later, I'm not as concerned about the archives. Maybe we just take the archives here. We've got plenty of options. We're getting near the end. We've only got a few more boop, 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 like areas we can go to. Maybe I can connect across to the dining room. Not that I really need to. All right, let's go in here. Money. All right, so we're looking for a filing cabinet sitting between some bookshelves. One of these filing cabinets has stuff in it that we care about. It's probably one of these. Because we saw in the aquarium that there was a fucking arrow pointed at one of the filing cabinets. That one got a weird handle? No? Okay. Oh, some of these have like locks, maybe? Can I... This one feels like it should be the one because it was like a standalone one. Let me actually pull up real quick. I'll be back in just a moment. I'm gonna pull up the video and look at what I saw. Never mind. I don't see it. Never mind. I don't know what to do with it yet. Like, I'm pretty sure it is either this cabinet right here or this cabinet right here, but I can't do anything yet. All right. Let's start with this way. Courtyard, furnace, who knows? I'll go with courtyard because you keep blocking off all my shit. So I want more ways that I can path through the house. Where's my other dirt pile? A courtyard with only one dirt pile? What does the world come to? Money. Surely it'll work this time. There we go. Thank you very much. And while I'm here, let's go up as well. Patio. Spread gems in each green room. That's insane. Because I have so many green rooms and they're all going to go to the conference room. I kind of like that, actually. I don't know what the one gemmer is, but also I can't, like, know, so... Alright, we'll come back to you. We got the broken lever. Okay. So we're actually cooking right now. We can get all three of those doors open again for the second time in a row. Because we've got the broken lever. We already opened one in the Great Hall. Safe deposit box key. 233. Okie dokie. We've got this lever as well, right? So boom, 2 down. Again, we have nothing to get in there as far as I can tell, but... Okay. No apples hiding in here, right? Right, no apples? No apples? I mean, they're all over the trees, but I guess I'm not allowed to pick those. Let's go here. Let me in. Finally, it worked. I don't know what this is. Realistically, I don't much like either of the other two. But I don't know what you are. I guess we take the risk, because it's a dead end either way. What's the worst that could happen? Is this bedroom? This is bedroom. Okay, so we can safely walk in here all we want. We can even cross into the gym at some point if we so choose. I will never choose to do that, but we could. And there's a whole bunch of fuck all otherwise. Alright, let's cross back over to the dining room, methinks. Or maybe, do we take the jog back to the security room? Perhaps? Take the quick jaunt back to the security room? The gymnasium would be just as fast at that point, right? Because we gotta spend the extra 2 to go up and down. And while we're by the security, I think we could also hit the courtyard and the conference room, and maybe open this one as well, since we don't have the key card here yet. Those all seem reasonable. Oh, never mind, I had to go up anyways. Okay, minus 2 steps. Lame. Make sure I'm still going the right way. Because I don't think I ever dug up in this room. Because I did not have the shovel at the time. Nothing and nothing. Very cool. Right, security. If I find the power, allow me to turn that off. Change offline mode to unlocked. And let me check the estate inventory while I'm here. There's a ton of fruit everywhere. I don't know why that is. Coupon book, battery pack, and a key. I do not know where that stuff is. I mean, maybe one of them's in the conference room that I'm about to go to, and one of them could potentially be on the patio, and another in the dining room, since we never went into any of those 3 rooms. Otherwise, I have no clue. Oh, hello. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Thanks for the gems, idiots. I'm playing Moncala with the gems here, I see. What's all this? Oh, there's a coupon book. Nice. Alright, we've got tons of gems, tons of fruit. I don't even know what got me the fruit. Maybe it doesn't say it, but maybe the greenhouse gets you fruit, or maybe the veranda gets you fruit. Like the secret... Oh, the secret garden spreads fruit throughout the whole house. I didn't realize the secret garden did that. That's big. I always just thought it was the secret garden, where it was a secret. Maid's chamber. I might want to take another look at the aquarium. Hold on, before I take this, I'm gonna pause one more time. I'll be right back. I really want to look at this video and figure out what the fuck was going on, because I missed something clearly. I'm looking at this again, and I actually see some information that I didn't before. We don't need the aquarium, I have this video. So there's something on the patio. I see an X on the patio. There's an X on the patio. And what else? There's an X in the laundry room. You guys can't see what I'm looking at right now. And then there's the big arrow at the archives. Okay, so I need to go to the laundry room and the patio. We have the patio. We have the patio. We do not have a laundry room. I don't love the maid's chamber, even though it does save me a lot of steps going this way around. I think I do want to redraw and see if maybe I can find either a breaker box for the sake of the gymnasium puzzle, or a, I've already laundry room. Weight room, spare room, something room. This could be the laundry room. The laundry room costs a gem, right? It could also be literally anything else, and I should probably save a reroll. Let's see if this is the laundry room. It might also be something else we haven't been to, like a locksmith, or... This do seem like a locksmith. Alright, buddy, what do you do here? Do you just sell keys? You sell a special key. 3 keys, 1 key. Let me get the special key. What do you got for me? It better not just be a silver key. Prism key. If you unlock a door with the prism key in a green room, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, you will draw floor plans of that same color. Okay. Thank you very much. Not really what I was looking for, but we can make it work. We don't need to come back this way for a long time unless we want to go all the way back to the courtyard because we didn't dig here. But that's way more steps than I'm willing to commit for digging twice. So I think we should just head to the dining room and eventually the patio. And we're going to continue looking for the breaker box and, more importantly, looking for the laundry room. But we're back in business. We've got 50 steps again. We're killing it right now. We even have the, we haven't actually eaten in the dining room yet, so we can just haul ass down that way. And hopefully we will find that battery pack that seems to be hiding around somewhere, but I don't know where. What are you? 10 extra if you have a boiler room. No thanks. Let me just get it. I don't know where that battery pack would be. Maybe it was in one of those earlier rooms that I didn't have the metal detector yet for, because certainly the metal detector would detect a battery pack. Aquarium facing a really poor direction. Courtyard facing an even worse direction. Do I redraw here? I think maybe I do. Use my other redraw. Passageway is not the worst. This is a 3 gem requirement. That means it's almost certainly the rotunda, right? Or a really rare one I've never seen before. If it's the rotunda, it's the same as the passageway, but worse. But I'm still going to take it just because we're rolling in gems. If it is anything else, I'm pretty okay with whatever it might be. Okay, it's the rotunda. You aren't laying any gems around in here, are you? You wouldn't hide gems from me. No, you wouldn't. You can probably light these candles, huh? Wonder if there's something hidden in here. Wonder if there's something hidden behind here. Welcome to the rotunda. It's already facing the way I want it to. What? This is a blue room, so it would be connected to a blue room? I think I'd rather just have it be a normal-ass room. TBH. Okay, aquarium works for me. That allows me to go both ways. Oh, you can rotate floor plans in there, too. You can rotate the floor... So I can rotate the aquarium to be facing right or left. That's the value of the rotunda. I was like, why the fuck does this exist? Now I know. So it saved the water level. Oh, I can show you guys what I was talking about now. So there's this arrow here, but I didn't notice last time there's an X here as well. See, underneath the grill. And then there's also an X by this laundry dryer. There's a dryer. I was about to say laundry thing, but maybe not. Okay, so a special key from an aquarium is worthless, is it not? How does that work? It's every room color. Prism key says, in a green room, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, you will draw floor plans of that same color. That might as well just say, don't draw anything special, right? Let's just use the lockpick kit, and if not, unlock it normally. A rumpus room. But the antechamber is currently fucking with me. If I go the passageway, I do get to continue on. The rumpus room could have something like hints. Or we just go archived and just roll the fucking dice. Which I'm not above, by the way. I'm not above rolling the dice. Let's roll the dice. Closet. Which is a coin purse, not particularly helpful, and a gem, also not particularly helpful. Wait, shouldn't there be a third item in here? There should be a third item in there. Plus one extra item if drafted adjoined to a hall. Oh, it has to be specifically something called a hallway. Okay, I thought maybe this was just like an orange type room, but no. Sad. I think I actually want to draft this next one from the patio, because then I can, if it's locked, I can use the key to maybe do a courtyard, something like that. Would be nice. Let's go ahead and rotate. Oh, this is gonna take all day, isn't it? I gotta rotate it 3 times. Should I be looking up here? Is there gonna be something interesting up here if I pay attention? Gamers don't look up, after all. I think this needs to rotate again, ideally. Is there like hidden details? Can't tell, really. Can't tell. Alright. Through here. And then out this side and through and around. And I want to dig under... Or there's an... Yes, got it. File cabinet key. Likely opens up a drawer somewhere on the estate. So it should be in the archives, yes? Let me dig around still. Turn up. Oh, there was a key here. Okay. Well, let's head back to the courtyard real quick, or not the courtyard, the archives real quick. Maybe now we can use that key? Yes, we can. Upgrade disk. And this looks important. What are you? East Reddington Hospital. Certificate of birth for Mary Epson. Mary Epson is the... Who the fuck is Mary Epson? I know Mary and Marigold. Is Mary Epson... Oh, Mary Epson was before she was married. And then she changed her her last name. Maybe it's always been Mary Epson, and for some reason I am forgetting that. Mary Epson equals Marion Marigold. Marion Marigold was her pen name anyways. Obviously that last name should not be. But I do agree with Austin that it's weird that Mary Epson, they passed on the lady's last name and not Baron Sinclair's last name. Wasn't Mary Epson supposed to be his niece? Simon Sinclair. Oh, this is Simon Sinclair. Simon Sinclair. Okay. Whew. Gotcha. Niece of Baron Sinclair, born to Clara Epson and Simon Sinclair. So we inherited our grandfather's name, right? Because we're Simon Jones and we are Mary's daughter, or Mary's son, rather. We're Mary's son, and Mary is Simon's daughter. So it's Simon, Mary, then Simon again. This is definitely an important date, right? January 22nd, 1/22, 1958. The doctor was Lily Rose. Dr. Lily Rose, Registrar Sarah Drivian. East Reddington Hospital. East Reddington Hospital, Dr. Lily Rose, Register Sarah Drivian, 4:05 a.m. Tuesday. Mary birth. 1/22, 1958 at 4:05. At 4:05 a.m. Okay. Could be useful. Cool. Cool. Sorry, that took me a while. That was very interesting and useful. And I guess now I don't have to go to the laundry room? I don't know what else I would unlock. Let's go back to the patio then. And we still need to... What else did we need to do? We have an upgrade disc, so we should go to security before we leave. We should also go to the coat check before we leave, and we should go to the courtyard before we leave. All those things will hit on the way back to the main entryway, with the exception of the coat check, which I kind of got to go way out of my way for. If I had another way out of the house, I could probably hit up the garage and get back quicker, but not worth the effort. Okay. Okay. Onto the patio. To unlock with a prism key here, so that it's green going through. Oh, you can get 2 cloisters? Oh, maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe you need to have 2 cloisters in the same house to do something? That cloister... They're facing different directions. They're facing different directions. I don't know if that's just because of how I put them down, though. Nope, they're facing the same direction here. Why are you facing different directions? Is that supposed to be important? I mean, it must be important, right? But I still don't know what it is. Hmm. Why are you facing that way? You are facing west, and you are facing east. What am I supposed to... Am I supposed to see something up there? Where are you pointing? It must be something that an old man can forget. So it can't be something super basic. Like maybe there's a button or something. Or maybe it's only possible on days where you get some specific item, you know. There's a few options. We only got 3 more rooms to make things work. Let's see what we can find. Possibly fewer, depending on what we see here. Library goes to the right, but that would lock off the one room over there. The laboratory goes to the left, but it would prevent me from going through the antechamber, and then I don't know what this one is. I feel like the laboratory makes the most sense because it's experimental house features, and that's cool. So this is the heating and cooling point curves. Didn't affect... The freezer was unaffected. That's what this said here. Anything else for me to look at besides inserting the disc? Anything else? We don't have power. Here, take this. Give me something good. Mail-room. Yes. Give me something good. Same day delivery. The package will be delivered here after you reach rank 8. That's pretty good. I guess, what if you don't reach rank 8, though? Do you just not get it? Even if you get it the next day, I guess maybe you wouldn't get it. No contact delivery. The package will be dropped off on the entrance steps the day after drafting this room. That's cool. Because you don't need to get the mailroom again to get the package. You just start with a bunch of free shit. And the packages have all been pretty good so far. And freight shipping, a very large package, will be delivered here 3 days after drafting this room. A very large package. What does very large mean? I would assume it just means you get like 2 or 3 times as much shit, which is really good. Maybe you get 2 or 3 items instead of just 1 and some keys. But like, let's be real, right? Being able to pick the stuff up right at the start of the day, no contest. That's gotta be the best. Gotta be the best. And then let's set up an experiment. Not that we have a ton of experiment to do. Whenever you draft an archived floor plan, gain 3 gold for each red room in your house, permanently add a gold to your allowance, gain 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 die randomly, immediately or whenever you draft a shop room. So, the question here is, do I go for draft an archived floor plan and just send it on the last room in the house, which now is just as good as immediately, right? Because immediately, I'm gonna take add a gold to your allowance. That's happening. The question is, just 1 gold allowance, or whenever I draft an archived floor plan, which is once if I want to, twice if I get lucky and I find a key card or a breaker box. But that's only if I hit archived. If I see the breaker box, I can't take it, right? Like, I think I just take immediately gain a 1 allowance and just boom. Your allowance has been raised. Big. Oh, the lockpick worked. Alright, we can do music room, which is a major and a minor key, an archived, or a pantry. Music room, we can't use a key. Like, there's no keys to use. There's the locked door in the commissary, but that's it. Now, I did turn down the security. I wonder if any of the doors that have already been revealed would turn back into normal doors. That'd be a little weird, but I could see it happening, maybe. Let's go with the archive. Just see what it is. This is a bunk room? Thanks for 2 gems, I guess. I've already been in here, though. There's not really anything useful in here. I've used that. This was like a very eventful day, but at the end of the day, we didn't really get all that much. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do real quick? I'm going to remote terminal into security and check the other swan song. The how much is on the estate is what I'm trying to say. Come on, while we're young. Dial up tone. Let's go to security. Today, please. View estate inventory. 1 running shoes, which I never found, and a battery pack. Running shoes and battery pack. I don't know what running shoes look like, TBH. I guess we could go looking around for them a little bit. Maybe they would be sitting on a table somewhere or something. Oh, there's 2 black pawns in here. I think I wrote that down. Never mind. I have written that down. What's up, buddy? Alright, guys. I took a quick peek around the estate one more time, but I'm gonna cut all that out because you guys don't want to see that shit. There was nothing. That's why you don't want to see it. There was nothing there. At least not yet. I have some small ideas, but I don't think they're relevant yet. So we're gonna end the day here because we have cleaned everything out that we can. Unless, like, maybe we can stick a battery pack somewhere, we're donezo. So I'm gonna go ahead and call the video there, and we'll go ahead and call it a day for day 8. We got a little bit of progress today. It was a good day, but it wasn't like a super accomplished day.